Welcome back to this big modern house tutorial. This one is a pretty big challenge, but as long as you follow this tutorial, you're gonna have an easy time. Also, if you ever get stuck, don't forget to check the amount of materials and check the reference images coming up right now, because this is what's gonna help you to build the house more easily. So without further ado, let's jump right into these reference images so that you can build this house as quickly and as easily as possible. Oh, we're going to start this all the way on the edge with our white concrete. I'm going to start by placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course, this is a big tutorial, so make sure you watch the reference images if you ever get confused. I'm going to add 6 panes of glass right here. Then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to add some glass stained panes on here like that. Then what we're going to do is we're now going to add ourselves wood. We're going to add 2 blocks of wood. So just two blocks of wood just like that. Then we're just going to fill that in all the way up until this block right here. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves our oak stairs right here. 2, just like that. Then we're going to fill ourselves in our wood just like this. There we go. There we go, just like that. And then now that that is done, we're going to get ourselves our white concrete and we're going to build all the way across just like that. There we go. Then what we're going to do is make sure, in fact, if we count this, it should be 14 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, what? Is it not 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14 blocks. Just double check it. If it, yeah, so 6 plus 8 is 14. So now what we want to do here is we want to add ourselves another layer of wood. So add yourselves another layer of wood all the way along here, just like this. Just add the wood all the way along here. Then we're going to add ourselves 4 gravel. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to add ourselves another layer of wood. And what we just did here, we're going to extend this out. So we're just going to destroy this area right here and extend this out with our gravel and our wood. And then we're just going to extend it out to the same length. So we're going to do that now. That is done. What we now need to do is we now need to continue on with this build. We're going to get our white concrete and we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just build that in like that. Then what we're going to do over here is we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. There we go. And so in total that should be 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And then what we're going to do here, add some more blocks along here, same length as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. There we go. And then just destroy that in right there. And then around the edges right here, what we want to do is, oh, we've made our first mistake. Okay, so I'm not sure how I've done this, but apparently mistake was that we're not supposed to actually have anything right here. Just remove that, then just remove this, then just remove this, just remove all the grass in this area because we're going to need to remove it anyways. Then what we're going to need to do actually here is we're going to count, okay, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. So that's what we're supposed to have. And then around the edge, we're going to have ourselves is water. So we're not going to add that just yet. Along the edge right here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves white concrete. Okay, all along here. Then underneath here, we're going to add ourselves white concrete. There we go. There we go. White concrete. There we go. And then what we need to do here is we need to add ourselves 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that, all the way until the end. Then we're going to build this up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. There we go, as you guys can see. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have ourselves our oak planks, build 2 like this, 2 here, and we're going to extend this out until we get to this block right here. There we go, as you guys can see. And then what we now need to do is we now need to get our white concrete and we need to extend this out like this. There we go. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to add our white concrete and extend this over here. Okay, I didn't even tell you the length. We're going to extend this out by 2 blocks. Then what we're going to do is add ourselves another layer right here. Then we're going to extend this out by 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then what we need to do over here is we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then when it's here, what we're going to do is we're going to add another layer of white concrete over here. Then we're going to extend this out by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then what we now need to do, and guys, if this is a little bit confusing, just have the reference image up because I also have that image up, and it helps me build these a lot. So then we're going to destroy this area right here, and then place some white quartz underneath here, and this is where the water is going to be. So we're just going to leave that empty for now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place 2 oak stairs here, 1 or 2. Then leave a gap, place some wood, leave a gap, place some wood, leave a gap, place some wood. Then what we're going to do over here is we are going to line this up with here and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Then we're going to place our wood, join it up to this block, then extend it out all the way until the end, like that. Then of course, that's where the water is going to go. So we're going to leave that also. So now what we need to do is we need to, of course, continue on with this build. So when we get to this point right here, we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. Then what we now need to do is we need to fill in this area with wood. So fill in this area right here, just like this. So now that that is done, now that we filled in that, we're going to add another layer of wood just right here. Just add another layer of wood right here like that. There we go. And then if we count, this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. Then what we got to do is we got to add ourselves a pillar of white concrete right here. And we want to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Then we want to build this all the way till the end, just like that. Build this all the way until the end, just like that. And this should be a total of 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Yep. There we go. Now that that is done, what we now need to do is we now need to build this across, okay, and extend it. So we now need to extend this bit. It's a bit weird, why? But, you know, this is just how the design is. We're actually going to extend this design, okay, and we're going to start here, and we're going to extend this pillar out all the way until this pillar right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this out, but we're not going to extend it out all the way till the end. We're just going to extend it out until it reaches before 1 block here. And then we're going to add this all the way along here, and then build a pillar down and then connect it over to here, just like that. There we go. And then what we're going to do is add this along here like that. There we go. And then along the back here, we're going to add 5 blocks. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after that is done, around the edges of this, we're going to add black stained glass panes. There we go. Just around the edges like here, like that. There we go. Add 5. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and fill in the middle bit right here. So just fill in this like this. There we go. Just fill it all in with the quartz. Not quartz, it's white concrete, but you could use quartz if you want. I use it so often I get confused. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a count. So we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then on the 12th block, we should be placing a block right here. So destroy this one. And then on this one, destroy this too. And then here, place a block. And let's just count. So from here, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, so far, so good. We've got 11 exactly. And then from here, what we want to do is we want to build it up 1 on here. And then of course, we want to do the same one here. So destroy this block, place 1 down here, and then add an additional 3 for a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. Then join this up at the top like that. Then of course, along the bottom here, extend this out with quartz like that. And then what we want to do now is we want to continue on with our build, and we want to get this right here, and we want to build this all the way across here, and it should join up perfectly with our pillar right here. Perfect. Things are going to plan for once. And then now what we want to do is we want to build another block here and join this back up all the way over here, as you guys can see, like that. Awesome. And then now that that is done, what we now need to do is we now need to go ahead and get ourselves our white concrete, and we're going to go ahead and build the frame of this part. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to build our gray concrete. We're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go over here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then build across, join it up. Then in the middle here, we're going to go ahead and use our oak planks, build in the middle, just like this, and add another layer and add another layer. Then in here, what we're going to do is we're going to add gravel, just like that. Now that that is done, what we now need to do is use our white concrete. And we're going to build here. We're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to build across like this. Now that that is done, what we now need to do is we now need to go ahead and get ourselves I don't know which part. There's so much we can do. Okay, let's just do the rest of the frame over here. So what we're going to do is we're now going to do the stairs bit. So we're going to just start by building 1 like here, then 2, then 3, then 4. So do it all the way. Just keep adding stairs until it goes to 4, and then 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then fourth one there. Then once you get to the fourth one, add 7 for a total of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then once that is done, we're just going to add glass along here like this. There we go. So now that is done, of course, once we're here, we want to add the stairs. So 2, 2, 2, 2, just like that. Now that's done, we're going to extend our white concrete all the way to here. Okay. And by I say here, you probably don't know. Just extend it to the end, then join it up at the end. Then use your oak planks and join this up like that. There we go. Now that that is done, of course, what we want to do is we want to come over here and then pretend we're walking in, destroy 2 and place 2. And then in this middle bit here, place your black stained glass panes along the edge right here, and then join it up to the end right here like that. Now that that is done, as you can all see, what we now need to do is we now need to go ahead and build the rest of this frame. So for the frame of the house, what we're going to do is we're going to continue in with what we just did. So with our quartz, what we're going to do is we're going to, from this block, build this all the way out to the end. Okay, it should line up perfectly with this. Join this up with this. Then join this up with this like that. Then in this middle bit here, we're going to fill it in with quartz. So now that that is done, what we now need to do is we need to get our oak planks, fill in this area like this. There we go. And then now what we need to do is we now need to go ahead over to this area, come down to the bottom right here, come along and build our white concrete like that. Then in the middle area here, we're going to add ourselves our grass blocks just along the top here. Add ourselves our grass blocks along the top, just like this. There we go. There we go. And that is pretty cool. So that is pretty awesome. So what we now need to do is we now need to do a situation where we're going to be adding the gray concrete parts of the build. And that's going to be pretty easy. So we're going to be doing that right now. And I'm going to add some of the gray concrete. So for here, what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 here, 2 here. Then we're going to add 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Then we're going to add this over here. Then we're going to add ourselves doors here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add myself some more gray concrete along the edges here. But first, along this bottom line right here, we're going to add ourselves some oak planks along here like this, just like that. There we go. And then with our gray concrete, we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to add ourselves some glass. We're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to add ourselves 1 and then leave space for the door. So add 1 here. Build up to 3, leave space for the door, which is 2, then build up 3, then add yourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then add 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then we're going to add ourselves black stained glass panes, just like this. There we go. And then there we go. We're going to add ourselves more glass panes here, just like this. Add more glass stains like this. And then what we need to do now is, now that that is done, is we're going to go in the middle over here and we're going to add ourselves our gray concrete like that. Then we're going to add ourselves the door like this. Then now that that is done, as you guys can all see, what we need to do is we need to add ourselves our gray concrete, and we now need to continue on this build. So what we just did on the bottom, we're just going to do on the top. So just add more gray concrete all the way up to the top. Do the same here. Now, in the official picture, it shows that we have 3 here, but just for the sake of making things easy, just add 4 going up like this. And then here, just add this going up. And then just add black stained glass here. But in the middle bit here, just add yourself some quartz, white concrete, or whatever. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Then we're going to add ourselves some white concrete in the middle here. And just like we did on that side, just add yourself some glass. There we go. Now that that is done, as you guys can see, we need to go over to here and we want to add ourselves some white concrete on the edge, just like that. There we go. There we go. Pretty amazing. So far, everything's looking simple and nice and easy. So now what we're going to do over here is we're going to add ourselves some blocks. So add yourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should just take us right there nicely. And then along this area, what we're going to do is add ourselves some stained glass. And we're just going to extend this all the way around this top part of the build. Extend this all the way around the top of the build. Just like that. There we go. As you guys can see, there we go. That is pretty cool. So then we're going to go on to the next part of the build now, which is pretty, I don't want to say easy, but yeah, it's so far we've done a lot, and we're going to continue on to the next part. Next part is here, and what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves 16 blocks of gray blocks from here. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we're going to add ourselves 2 like this, and we're going to keep doing that. And in fact, that is not what we're meant to do. In fact, just build this all the way up to the top. Just build this all the way up to the top. Just build this up to the top. Not all the way to the top, but build 4 blocks just like that. Then now at the bottom here, we're going to add ourselves the white concrete. There we go. Then on the edge here, what we're going to do is build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to build across here. Just like that. Now that that is done, we now need to add ourselves another layer of white concrete here. Then we now need to count across, okay, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we need to build across 1, 2, 3, 4. Then join this up like that. Then we're going to just build this up here, gray concrete like this. There we go. Like that. And as you guys can see, that is that part done. Then we need to continue on again, and we're going to start building up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we need to do here is we're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. And then we're going to count, in fact, count from the top and count 1, including this block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then just build that down like this. There we go. And then in here, gray concrete, just all gray concrete in here, just like that. And then, of course, now that that is that side done, what we're going to do is we're going to get black stained glass panes and then build that across here just like that. There we go. And then what we need to do now is we need to extend this pillar out to this plain block here. So to make things easy, extend this one out, extend this one out. Where they meet is where you end it. And in the middle, we're going to add ourselves the white concrete just like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then here, what we want to do is we want to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then build across like that. Then across here, we want to build across black stained glass planes, just like that. Then what we want to do is in the middle here, we want to build ourselves a gray concrete, just like this. So just like what we did down here, we want to do the exact same. So 2 and 2. And then across the top, and then we want to build ourselves white concrete. And then build ourselves an oak door right here. And then we're going to go on to the back part of the house right now. Now that it's done. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So although the back part of the house seems pretty difficult, it's actually not. It's actually pretty simple. The back is mainly 36, 24, 19. Even though that sounded confusing, don't worry. It's going to make sense. And it's going to make a lot of sense. So what we've got to do, come here, build this all the way down. And then from this block to that block right there, it should be 36 blocks. So we're going to count it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. There we go. And then all we need to do now is along here, we just need to build across all the way. Oh my God. Okay. Just build across all the way, just like this. Then we just need to extend this out. Okay. Just extend it out for now, and then build this all the way across to the end like this. Build this all the way across to the end like this. There we go. So now that is done. That is pretty cool. And yeah, so now what we want to do as well for the top part is we're going to start for the top part. We're going to add 18 blocks for a total of 19. So 1, including this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, just like that. Now that that is done, what we now need to do is we need to extend this out until we see it lining up with this. Then extend this out like this. Then what we need to do is fill this in with smooth quartz, or we're using white concrete. Okay, we're using white concrete. White concrete. I'm not even sure how this is going to work. Oh no, I've got the ID. I remember the ID, 251. So now that that is done, what we now need to do, fill in this floor area here as well. I'm going to do 251. So now that that is done, in fact, it's not done. Let's just do this bit here. Of course, you're going to have to do this with your hand, but I'm using the mod because I've built this build like 3 times already. I don't want to do it again. So now what we're going to do over here is we're going to count with our gray concrete blocks. We're going to count for 23 additional blocks for a total of 24. And this is actually important. So you actually do want to count this. So starting here, 2, 3, 4. In fact, we can just start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it should line up perfectly with this. Then what we want to do, build all the way to the top once you see that block. Then build a sort of stair pattern. So we're going to want to build something that's the exact same. Then we build 3, then we build 2, and then we build 1. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. And then what we want to do is in this area, we just want to fill it in with the gray. So I'm just going to fill that in. So now that that is filled in, we're just going to have course fill in this bottom area right here. I'm going to use my mod, but just fill it in with gray concrete. So I'm going to do that right now. So as you guys can see, that is now filled in on the back part. And then of course, when we come on the top, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to actually use some black stained glass blocks. So get yourself some blocks. Glass, there we go. Black stained glass blocks. Then come to the edge here and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then build this all down like this. There we go. Then what we need to do is we need to get ourselves our gray concrete, place that here, and then fill in this all the way to the end. So build this up and just keep building this up until the end. So I'm just going to use my mod for that. That is done. What we now need to do is using our glass, we need to build a block here and build this all the way to the end like that. Build that to the edge and just like that. Then we're going to use our oak stairs and we're going to build 2, 2, 2, and 2. Then what we now need to do is we now need to do this side of the house, which is incomplete as of yet. What we need to do in this area, we just need to fill this all in with white concrete. There we go. There we go. Just fill this in with white concrete. Now that that is done, in the middle here, we're just going to fill this in with white concrete. Then what we need to do, we wanted to go inside here and build your wood planks just like this. There we go. Then, of course, if we count it from here, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Then coming down here, we just want to build a pillar down. 1, 2, 3. Then in the middle here, we want to build this up. 1, 2, just like that. So basically the same door pattern we did over here, we're going to do that over here. So add 2 blocks of gray on each side, just like this. Then build across, just like that. There we go. And then what we want to do is in the middle area here, we're just going to add ourselves our quartz or white concrete. Okay, it's white concrete. I keep making that same mistake. So I'm just going to add that all along here. There we go. So we're just going to fill in this all. There we go. Just going to fill in this all. There we go. Just like that. Then we're going to fill in this gray concrete here. Can you bats get out of the way? So now that that is pretty much done, this is pretty much the majority of the house done. But what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the top part. Top part, pretty simple. Add the gray here, just like that. Then we're going to add the gray here. Then we're going to add the black stained glass along here. Same length as the front bit. That's how we know what length it is. Then add this here, just like that. Then as you guys can see, that is pretty cool. Then what we now need to do is we now need to, of course, add the water, add the leaves, and do the interior flooring. So for the interior, what we're going to do is we're going to add oak planks. So if we come inside here, what we're going to do is, of course, we have a garage area and we have an understairs area. So, of course, if you're building this on like a creative server, you're going to want to have like a car in here. So what we want to do is firstly, let's just add ourselves an entire wooden floor before we start dividing up the interior. So let's add this entire wooden floor, which I'm going to do now. Let's just add this literally on the ground floor. Let's do set oak planks there. There we go. Let's place this over here just like that. There we go. And then we're gonna just do the same here. Let's just add this. There we go. Then what we need to do is we need to go ahead now and we need to add something here. I do believe that this is the same kind of glass area. I'm going to check my reference image. It's pretty much the same as we did at the top. So add yourself the gray concrete here, get out the way. Then we're going to add some glass planes like this. Just add them there. There we go. That is pretty cool. And now that that is done, our next step is to, of course, add ourselves the interior garage and the water. I just want to clarify this because I don't want this to get missed out. So in here, what we're going to do, okay, because this is a garage, we want the wall to be divided with this white concrete pillar right here. So just divide this wall like this. These bats are seriously, if someone could just tell me a way to get rid of the bats in Minecraft, I would be very, very happy because they destroy a lot of my builds. So that is, of course, going to be the garage. So when we're here, we want to have a door like this, so we can access the garage. Then when we're in the garage, of course, we want to make sure that this is all wood. Let me actually get myself some glowstone so that you guys can see exactly what's going on. Place that down. So yeah, now that that is there, of course, in this area, we want to place oak planks. This is, of course, the garage. Then we want this to be divided by this area right here. And then this area is most likely going to be your storage area. So this area right here is going to be your final area, which is going to be like a storage area. So you've got a storage area underneath the stairs, and you've got a garage area right here. And then you've got the main house area right here as well. And then, of course, what we want to do here is we want to add ourselves some white concrete underneath, just like this. And, of course, underneath here, just do the same. Then underneath here, we want to do the same. So now what we want to do is we want to add ourselves a lot of water, just like this. Add ourselves water around the edges. There we go. Then what we want to do is we want to add ourselves water in here. Then what we want to do, add ourselves water in here and add ourselves water like this. And as you guys can see, okay, well, we didn't actually do it properly. So let's just add ourselves water in here. Because of these two blocks, it kind of messes things up. But it should, if we add enough water around the edges, it should stabilize itself, as you guys can see. So that is the house in full detail. But we still have one last thing left to do, which is, of course, add ourselves some fences and some obligatory leaves. And then get yourself some fences, like one here, one here, one here, one here. Then place the leaves like this, one here. There we go. And then place some leaves there. There we go, just like that. And of course, I did forget to mention that you actually want to have some of these leaves protruding out of the top, so that it actually looks like it's really encaved in. So it's not the best design, but it's just part of it. So yeah, of course, I can't believe I've got this in the middle here. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And then here, what we want to do is we want to place leaf, 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 then another fence and another leaf, just like that, which is completely fine. And then, of course, you can bone meal those areas to make it look a little bit snazzier, and a little bit more design. So far, yeah, if you ever have any trouble, just use reference images. For this area right here, we usually do leave it open, but what you can do is you can just close it off with a door like this. But in my modern houses, I like them to be completely open because it looks really nice, but that door also looks good as well. On the back, it is pretty boring, but nonetheless, that's just, you know, it's the back of the house. Nobody sees it. On the side, the same thing. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.